What's going on, everyone? I'm the OPJellicent, and today I'm building a competitive OU team around Noivern, then I will be hopping on the Pokemon Showdown ladder to test it out. We have Heavy Duty Boots Noivern, which ensures that we can come in as many times as we want. Infiltrator is great to be able to break through substitutes from Pokemon like Hydreigon. Then we just have a pretty standard moveset with U-Turn for Momentum, Draco Hurricane for Dual Stab, and Flamethrower. You could argue there's basically no reason to use this over Dragapult, which to some extent is true. However, the flying spam is definitely something that's prevalent, so maybe we can see it do some work today. Now, a Pokemon that I think pairs very nicely offensively with Noivern is Heliolisk, and the reason for that is Electric actually pressures a lot of the best responses for Noivern. For example, Toxapex, Mandibuzz are two of the ones that come to mind, as well as Corviknight, which tends to run enough Spidef to eat these Flamethrowers, so I definitely want to make sure we can hit all of those. I'm actually going to go with Choice Specs Heliolisk today with Volt Switch, Thunderbolt, Hyper Voice. Those are the dual stab attacks, and then Focus Blast is something I'm going to rely on, which I generally don't, but I want to be able to hit Ferrothorn with this as well. And then let's go ahead and run max special attack, max speed with Timid. Now, the one thing that I see right here is both of these are special attackers, and they both provide basically no defensive utility for the team, so some bulky stuff as well as potentially a Choice Scarf that's a physical attacker would be really helpful. Does OU even have any of those? Why is there no viable physical Scarf after Galarian Darm went away? I guess Mold Breaker Drill could be good, but it doesn't have the speed tier that I want. The ones I usually go towards in UU are Flygon and Weavile. Weavile doesn't actually look that bad right here, just spamming Throat Chop, because Shivgear Toxtricity is kind of a problem, and we can prevent it from using sound moves with that Throat Chop, so that could be good. It would also pressure Pokemon like the Rotom forms with Throat Chop, which helps out Noivern. I think we will add Weavile to this team with Choice Scarf Adamant, because even with Adamant you outspeed Shiftgear Toxtricity because they all run Modest or Adamant, so that's better for us. Let's go ahead and do this. So it's very hard, but the speed tier is so good right here. I also like how we have two Pokemon now that can hit through substitutes, because this has Infiltrator and this has Hyper Voice, which is a sound move. So let's go ahead and run Throat Chop, and then I'll run Icicle Crash, Ice Shard, and Low Kick. Low Kick is actually really good too, because it's able to pressure Tyranitar, which Noivern definitely wants out of the way, so that's really good. Now I definitely want to start adding some defense right here. Hydreigon looks like a big problem. I just want a fairy in general. The fairies I've been running recently are Clef and Sylveon. So I could go back to Hatterene. That's one I haven't used in a while. A more offensive option would be Mimikyu, but Mimikyu is not going to provide me the defensive utility that I want, because it's going to get worn down by Dark Pulse. Shadow Sneak's going to do nothing to Hydreigon. I think I go with Assault Vest Hatterene here, because it also provides me with Magic Bounce. And if I can add a Defogger on top of that, I don't think any of these guys will have to care about hazards. Noivern obviously doesn't because of the heavy duty boots, but Weavile definitely is a big one. Let's run Psychic with Dazzling Gleam, Mystical Fire, and then Shadow Ball to be able to hit Aegislash just a bit harder, as well as opposing Hatterene. And then we'll run just the anti-Trick Room set I used to run. I feel like I haven't run Hatterene since before the Dynamax ban. I don't know why, but I feel like I've been running Clef and Sylveon way more. At least Clef. I think I used Sylveon once or twice, but Clef a lot. Okay, looks great. From here, I definitely need a better ground immunity than Noivern. Would be really good, because Excadrill is gonna blow me away, understand? Because I'm pretty sure even Adamant Drill can outspeed Adamant Scarf Weavile, so that's really scary. So Corviknight, Mandibuzz come to mind. Corviknight's probably the better bet, since it would provide me with the Steel, which is another Dragon Resist, but also it doesn't really care about Life Orb or Rock Slide, whereas Mandibuzz definitely does. Yeah, so I think Defog Corviknight with a U-turn could be the way to go right here. I don't see another better Defogger that's also a ground immunity. Is there anything in UU that actually makes sense here? I've scrolled through this tier a lot, and I don't see that many good options that can replace those ground immunities in OU, so I think we'll stick with Corviknight for today, with the leftovers, and I'll keep Pressure on here. Pressure is actually really good, because say you're in a situation where there's a Seismitoad, and they're trying to spam Stealth Rocks. Normally Stealth Rocks would just have more power points than Defog, but Pressure mitigates that, right? So let's run Brave Bird, U-turn, Defog, and Roost. With the bulky EV spread, so max HP, 80 defense, and 176 speed def. Minus special attack nature, obviously, and one slot left. What does the team need now? A Stealth Rock of my own would actually be really helpful. A Water Resist would be great. So, like, everything's leading towards Seismitoad, which is really ideal. Is there anything else in UU? I always like to look at UU first now, just see what's around. Komodo could be cool, but like, it's still gonna get blown away by rain, so I don't know. I feel like Toad is just better. Yeah, Toad is the rain check we need for this team. I just realized we have like no way of breaking through opposing Sylveon, but maybe we can figure it out. I think I'll go with Toad. Like, if the Sylveon doesn't have like Heal Bell, we can Toxic it, so that's helpful. And then I'll just go with Stealth Rocks, Earthquake, and Scald with the leftovers and Water Absorb, so this looks fine. So the defensive portion of the team is very standard, but I definitely am excited to try these guys out. Particularly Heliolisk and Noivern. Those two look like they can do a lot. I want to focus Blast of Ferrothorn with Specs Heliolisk today. That should be fun if we get to see that. But let's go ahead and run 4 in Spadef, and I think that's the team. We have Pressure, Magic Bounce, Pressure, Dry Skin. I actually don't want Dry Skin because there's no rain on this team. And I don't think I need the water immunity, so let's go ahead and run Sandveil. And it looks good, let's go ahead and get started. Okay, I have a game right here. My opponent's team is very weak to Scarf Weavile, so I definitely want to try to clean up with that late game. Heliolisk looks really nice as well, as does my Hatterene. However, he does have the Aegislash, so gotta watch out for that. I could lead with Seismitoad for rocks, but this looks like a really offensive team, and I think it might be a lead Muse. So what I'm gonna do here is lead Noivern and Volt Switch or U-turn out into my Hatterene. And that way I can prevent their spikes or rocks from going up and doing all of that. Red card is actually what just happened as we skill swap. Okay. Well, I think Volt Switch is just free here. I don't really see the point in doing anything else. What did I just get, by the way? They got my Synchronize. No, they got my Sandville. I took Synchronize. It's a really weird first click, but I'm going to go Hatterene on these skill swaps, so it's very clear that they're just doing this so that way they can set up hazards, but they can only get up 1 here and then they're dead. So that's kind of nice for me. It's weird that they had that with the red card though. Like, if you're expecting the Magic Bounce Mon to come in, wouldn't you just want them to throw it out immediately? So this I want to calc. Can I just stay in here and kill this? I'm still going to consider it after because I kind of need this for Hydreigon, but let's first see if that's even an option. Toxtricity, Max Special Attack. Yeah, they really need to get the sets in this calc. Modest. Choice Specs. Because I'm like max HP with Assault Vests, and like this thing's Spadef is kind of good. Sludge Wave, maybe? 94 to 111. I don't like those odds. So if I want to switch out here, like Toad is the bring-in. The thing is, I don't think they're clicking Sludge Wave, right? When I have a Seismitoad. I'm going to Psychic. As they go for Volt Switch, I should have clicked Dazzling Gleam. I know exactly. No, they actually wouldn't go out into the Hydreigon, now that I'm thinking about it. So, do they just have red card on every Mon? What is this? This is not the Dynamax meta anymore. Although, didn't Dynamax is also not get affected by red card, if I remember correctly? I'm not scared of that, because I have Weavile and Heliolisk, so this is alright. I'm just going to Earthquake here to weaken it in range of Heliolisk, actually. And now it's just a matter of sacking the correct Pokemon. I kind of like Seismitoad just for Aegislash. And Hatterene is at a point now where it doesn't really check Hydreigon at all, so I'm just going to go ahead and sack that off to get in my Heliolisk here. And they can't Shadow Sneak me due to my typing. I just click Volt Switch every time. I'll be able to get rid of the Mimikyu. And I literally like the play of bringing out my Toad here. Although that does invite in Hydreigon somewhat. Like, Weavile is the other good play, but I really don't want to take a Rock Switch in when I don't know what the Scarfer is yet. Yeah, let's go Toad. At least I get lefties coming back in, so I'm at full health, and like, I get to find out whether the Hydreigon is sub or whatever. They did bring it out immediately, so that concerns me. I'm gonna go Corviknight here. As it is sub, I can just U-turn out here. Goes right for Nasty Plot. That was a mistake, man. Yeah, because now I can bring out my Noivern and just click Draco Meteor. And that's exactly what I'm gonna do. Yep, I'm able to get rid of the Hydreigon. I don't know what this guy's game plan was. Like, it was really odd. Now, here's the thing. This could maybe win. I don't think I need this. I'm actually faster. Is it actually Dragon Dance or not? It is DD. I'm just gonna say I'm Brave Bird here, because I need to get it in range of Ice Shard. That's really weird. So it's DD, but like, now they're spamming sub with this. Well, it's not red card, so that's kind of cool. I don't even know how well I take this, but I could Roost this turn. Oh, I ate that up. Never mind. And their Life Orb. And that's dead. Yeah, this is over. I don't know what this guy was trying to do. And I'm like top 500 right now as well. So I can just U-turn here into my Toad, which I've already mentioned I kept it just for this. Like, worst case, I'll just use my Heliolisk again, since it has the Ghost immunity. What do you get? You don't even have a way to hit me very hard, do you? Yeah, that's over. This was a weird game, I'm not gonna lie, but I guess I'll take the win. Yeah, they're gonna go ahead and run. I'll be right back. So this match here actually looks really tough because the Dugtrio can trap my Heliolisk and Hatterene, and those are my two ways of breaking through the Toxapex, so I gotta be really careful in that regard. However, wow, Double Fairy gives me a really hard time as well. I have Corviknight, but they both get coverage like Thunderbolt, so that's scary. I want to lead off with Seismitoad to try to break the Sash on Dougie right away, because then I can spam Hyper Voice. Let's try that. They do lead Clef. I think I'm willing to take an attack here just to get rocks up. Yeah, they go right for Life Orb Moonblast and does way too much, like I thought it might. Now it's tough. Like, do they go Corviknight immediately? Because I could make a super aggressive double predicting that. But if they just Moonblast, I want to go Hatterene. Okay, let's do this. They crit the Moonblast, so now I think I'm in range of the next one, right? Well, I'm still going to keep this and go Corviknight then. There is a special attack drop. Yeah, that's really annoying, but I'll Brave Bird here. Because that just put me in range of Dougie as well, I think. Unless they were Choice Band, I was probably in range anyway. Did you go for Flamethrower? Okay, I'll take the damage on Cleft, to be honest. Cleft is a big threat. And then I think what I need to do is get in Heliolisk and throw out a Hyper Voice. And really hope they just throw out Dougie. I don't think you go hard Corviknight. I'm gonna Hyper Voice here. If anything, you pivot to like Rotom. You just leave it in, okay. So I'm dead. I wish I was like Scarf or Sash here. This would be so easy because they're definitely going Dougie right now. Ah, man, that crit actually might hurt. They go Guard, okay, so maybe they think I'm actually Sash or Scarf. The problem is I don't even do that well against this, but I think I still stay in. There's Scarf. Okay, no drop, please, thank you. And that did a lot. So knowing there's Scarf makes me want to try to revenge using... I think I already lost, by the way. Like, that Toad looks way too problematic. But I'm gonna try. Moonblast, huh? I'll sack off this to get this in. And click this. So I get rid of Gardevoir, which is great. Now they're going to bring in the Corviknight, probably trying to defog for that Dugtrio. I'll get a Noivern here and see how much Flamethrower is doing, I guess. No, they just go for Brave Bird, which is actually great, because I can just Flamethrower now. I might just try to hack the Toxapex down, if I'm being honest. I can't think of a better game plan. Let's go for some Hurricanes. Like, I could U-turn to Hatterene, I guess, and throw off an attack with that. You know, I like that play a bit better, actually. Yeah, they go for Scald. Thankfully, no burn. I'm gonna Mystical Fire here, trying to catch the Corviknight. I don't see why you would risk Pex. Pex is a win con for you. Yep. Got him. Now they can try to spam, like, Roost. So, maybe I try to get in, like, Noivern. I can't sack this. Because, yeah, they tried to Brave Bird again. I did live it again, which is really nice for me. I'm just gonna Flamethrower here. I really can't play around with this thing. As they give me the Corviknight, but this is still not over. I need to get rid of Toxapex to have any chance. If I can, though, Weavile basically wraps this up for me. I think this time what I'm going to do is just Hurricane and then try to... Yeah, they go ahead and run. I think they still had a chance that game, but I'll be right back. So looking back, maybe that guy could not win because, like, what would have happened was I would have forced a kill with Hatterene Psychic after that. Then they could have trapped me with Dougie, but I still would have had Heliolisk in the back to try to beat the Toxapex, so... Maybe it was a guaranteed win, but I'm honestly unsure. I think that guy might have been able to win. Let's see what I can do right here. I definitely like Noivern again, but Tyranitar is kind of problematic. I do have a Seismitoad though, so that does help out. We saw that lead Clef was a really big deal last time. That did a lot of work, but... Once again, I could lead Hatterene trying to wear it down, but I really need that Pokemon. So I'm going to lead Seismitoad again. As they lead off with the Rotom Mow, okay. Well, this could go for like a T-Wave or something like that. I could see an aggressive Volt Switch coming out, but like I don't really think I can stay in at all. I could go to the offensive play being Noivern, but because I really like Hatterene here, if I'm being honest. Yeah, I'm gonna go Noivern. Yeah, they clicked Volt Switch. I was thinking about just being super aggressive and staying in, but that would make me way too weak to Tyranitar, so couldn't risk it. They go to T-Tar here, which actually I don't mind U-turn damage on. That allows me to get back in my Toad for rocks. Yeah, this is great. Okay, suddenly I'm actually pretty happy with this scenario. I thought it would take a bit longer. They might pivot Corviknight here, but honestly that's not that big of a deal. I'm just gonna Earthquake now, and you never know what they're gonna do. Toxic there would have been a good play, actually. I thought they would pivot like maybe Corviknight for the U-turn, but like, or even Clef for the pressure, but I guess that's just not what they were interested in. Okay, they're gonna go for Leaf Storm this time. I'm gonna go to Noivern. Yeah, they went for Leaf Storm, so what this allows me to do is just click. I'm gonna hurt. Actually, I'm gonna Draco. Okay, so we know this is not AV. I'm just gonna get back in my Toad, obviously, and I think I'll try to Toxic this time, but I have a feeling they're gonna go Corviknight now. Now that I've tried to click the regular move. Ooh, they actually double out into this. So here's my thought process. I have good damage on the Tyranitar to the point where I don't think it's necessarily stopping any of my win cons anymore after it comes on rocks again. Whereas I don't think I can afford to go like hard Hatterene here, potentially take a special attack drop and all that. I think I just take damage. Yeah, so that hurts, but I'll still get a good chunk right here with Earthquake, jeez. And then what I can do is bring in Hatterene after. Yeah, so they kill me there, which is a little bit unfortunate, but it's alright. I could also go Heliolisk, but I honestly have no idea if that kills this. It did 56 the other game, maybe it'll kill this one. Let's try that. Let's bring this in. What's stronger? They're both the same. I guess I'll Thunderbolt because it also probably 2-hit KOs Tyranitar. They actually went Hydreigon. That's really aggressive. I should have just Hyper Voiced, but although it could be Scarf anyway. I think they're Scarf and going for a U-turn here, but I'm gonna go Hatterene anyway. Yeah, I should have just stayed in. Because now they get in what? T-Tar, and I don't have a Seismitoad to respond. I've like put myself in a bad spot for no reason. Was this always lefties? Yeah, I just wasted my Hatterene. I should have made the aggressive call there. I'm like not playing this one that well. I'll Brave Bird here, I guess. I don't know who they plan on pivoting to, but I really can't U-turn here because somebody else will have to take a hit. So here what I can do is just roost up and then get out of here. Or I guess they're getting out first, okay. Well, that Rotom's coming in. I think I just take the hit and U-turn, if I'm being honest. Like, that hurts, but I need the momentum. So out comes this. I think now what I can do is safely Thunderbolt, although Hydreigon would still live it. It would get put in range of hazards, though, so do I really care about it living? I think I have to Thunderbolt. Yeah, let's 2-hit KO this Tyranitar. Okay, this is actually not that bad now that I'm looking at this. I still have my Hatterene alive for the Toxapex. I got rid of the Tyranitar, which was like a big threat to my team. I'm just going to try to go Corviknight this time on the Dark Pulse, and now what I can do is bring out my Hatterene here. And I feel as though Mystical Fire is the correct play on the Corviknight, yeah. Because that does a clean 60, and I can just Mystical Fire again. And then from there, I think I can break through. Oh, they actually have Iron Head. That's interesting. Don't really see that move a lot. Well, I might have lost now because I don't have a Draco immunity. I thought they might like Brave Bird and I would live it, but they busted out the Iron Head. So now if it is Scarf Hydreigon, which it's looking like it is, I need to dodge. I'll sack off Noivern. Maybe I dodge here. I don't. Yeah, this is where like Pursuit on Weavile would be great, but unfortunately it's not in the game anymore. I'm going to double here. Yeah, on the Pex and just Thunderbolt this. But I don't think I have an out. Clef did straight up die. Okay, well, if they go Hydreigon here and decide to go for Draco and miss, that's I guess how I win. Or I guess I could go off the choke of them clicking Dark Pulse. Nah, they just clicked Draco. And that's going to wrap it up because they can just switch out here. I guess I'll Hyper Voice to see whether I just clicked it again. You just had a guaranteed win by switching out and clicking Dark Pulse, but I'll be right back. So this player here has an Orbeetle, which I believe gets Sticky Webs. I definitely don't want to make the same mistake I made last game where I acknowledged I could make this aggressive play, and then I make the safe play anyway when the aggressive one would have worked out, so just gotta consider that. How fast is Orbeetle, by the way? Is it like randomly faster than my Noivern? I don't think so, but it's base 90, yeah. So I think what I can do here is lead off with it. It's really weak too, so I just U-turn to my Hatterene. Make sure webs aren't going up. What's the ability? Swarm, Frisk, Telepathy, okay. Well, it's probably going to be Frisk, so that's something to consider. Lucario is actually kind of a threat here, because the priority does very well against like my Weavile and my Heliolisk, so that's a bit scary, but my Noivern with Flamethrower can probably check that just fine. As can my Seismitoad if it's not boosted up. This guy's already thinking about his lead matchup, like, you have two leads here, Driller or Beetle, right? I mean, I guess you could call my Noivern lead trying to U-turn lead like Dragapult to throw off an attack. What would I do in that situation? Because, like, I think they would Draco, not Shadow Ball, just because I have a Shadow Ball immunity, whereas I don't... Well, actually, I have a Draco immunity, too. They lead Drill. So this could go for, like, a Rock Tomb. Either way, I'm just going to U-turn here and bring in my Toad. On the rocks, okay. Well, that's okay. I can just go right here for Earthquake. Yeah, I think I just want to attack. Like, I could click rocks too, but they're just going to spam spin after, so what's the point? Like, I really want to click rocks here once, just to test whether they are going to actually switch out or not, but I don't know. Like, Earthquake will kill this, which is good. Yeah, they go for Earthquake, so I'm glad I clicked rocks. I mean, I'm just glad I just clicked Earthquake of my own. I don't know if I actually live anything from something, like Boomburst from Toxtricity probably hurts, but... They go Hydreigon. I think this is like the one thing that probably didn't revenge me reliably, so let's go for rocks. Okay, cool, I got up rocks. What are my Infiltrator mons again? This and this? Well, if they're gonna... I could hard call the Nasty Plot and go hard into Noivern. I'm gonna do it. Because I don't think they have a Draco anyway, so... If they Dark Pulse, that's fine. Yep, and this Draco is about to hit through that sub. Yeah, so they get out of there really fast. And I can just U-turn here. Are they Scarf Sticky Webs? Hold up, did this take entry hazards? I did 50, yeah, it did take entry hazards. I'm like concerned. I don't want Sticky Webs going up, but I'm gonna U-turn. They were not Scarf Sticky Webs, okay. Well, they're really weak to my Weavile, but I don't want to throw it out yet, just because they have Lucario just coming in, so... I think the better play right here is just to get in Toad. Yeah, that's kind of funny how Infiltrator Noivern just called that. Well, it can just break through the sub. That's really helpful. So there's Dragapult, which could try to sub up on me as well. I'm not too concerned about this Pokemon. I think I can probably just stay in here in Earthquake. As Darts is going to 2-hit KO me, but I get a lot of damage off. I can follow it up with Weavile Icicle Crash here. I like Third Shot better. As they get an attack raise, I don't think that's going to save them the game at all. Would Bullet Punch? No, there's no way Bullet Punch kills me because I have the heavy duty boots. What I can do here is just get in Corviknight on the Bullet Punch. Yeah, I can't sack that. That's my win con, obviously. Especially now knowing that that thing is not Scarf. I'm going to live close combat too. Yeah, and that's a double down, so I think it's over now. However, I want to be careful anyway. So the play I want to make right here is not allowing Shift Gear Toxtricity to win the game, so Hatterene. As they did make the Dragapult play, so that's a bit scary. Makes me want to get out of here. So I'm going to throw out my Heliolisk, I think. As they clicked Phantom Force, so this is dead. In fact, I get a safe Volt Switch here, which is great, because now what I can do is bring in Weavile and spam. Okay, do I even bother with Icicle Crash accuracy? If they go Toxtricity, I gotta Throat Chop it to make sure it's not clicking sound moves. However, against this, I will go for Icicle Crash and just hope for the odds. Now, if they bring out Toxtricity, I will Icicle Crash once. If I miss and they Shift Gear, I believe Hatterene can take any one hit. I did miss and they did Shift Gear. I'm going to Icicle Crash. Flinch here would be justice. They get they have the throat spray. I think I lost now. This is my hope. Okay, thankfully Hatterene lived that. I think they had physical moves for the other slots, like Wild Charge or whatever, which might have killed me, but I'll be right back. So this guy has some Milotic Balance, which is very cool. However, it could be tough to break through. Clef is always a big threat, so I gotta watch out for that. I really like Heliolisk here, but I need to predict and like Focus Blast this Ferrothorn, so... That's kind of scary. I don't know if they're going to risk it, though. That's the thing. I'll lead off with my Toad. As they lead Dragapult, I will live one of anything, so I can probably just Rocks up. The problem is they have the Hatterene. They go for sub. I could have clicked rocks. Now I know they're going Hatterene, but they could sub again. They try to wisp me. Okay, you know what? I'm clicking rocks now. Like, if they went Hatterene that turn, it is what it is, right? But I really need these hazards up when they have no hazard control at all. Who has Infiltrator? You guys, but... Okay, sub, Willow, disable, Hex. I'm going Noivern. I'm trying to break through this sub. Noivern's so good, though. Like, Noivern's actually really good here. Do I even bother risking that? I don't think they have a Draco. Or a Dragon Darts, or whatever. Is that worth the risk, though? I could go Corviknight, too, but actually that being burned would be really bad. I'm gonna go Noivern. I don't think they have coverage. Yeah, their sub Willow disable Hex. Good to know. And now what I can do is just safely Draco here. On the Mela. Whoa. What the heck? I took nothing. I'll go for a U-turn into my Heliolisk. This is where I kind of wish I was a dry skin, but it is what it is. They clicked Ice Beam anyway, I guess anticipating that. I'm gonna Focus Blast here. I think they're going Pharaoh. Please? Yes. Heliolisk is so good. Okay, nice. So we get rid of Pharaoh, which does help out Weavile. Also, just the fact that Milotic is weakened helps out Weavile a lot. Also, it's not Flame Orb. The problem is I still need to weaken Clef. So out comes Dragapult, which, honestly, I still don't want subbing up on me, so I'm gonna go Noivern here. I'm just gonna Hurricane this time. Actually, I'm gonna Draco. Yeah, I don't want to risk accuracy at all. So we get rid of two really big threats there, which I'm really happy about. The problem is, yeah, this is still a live win. This is actually a problem. I'm gonna get out of here. And I think I'm just gonna throw out my burned Seismitoad. Although they probably clicked rocks here, so let's deny that. They clicked Moonblast, okay. But I can Psychic. And yeah, that does enough damage. That's really good damage. This allows me to bring out my Heliolisk after, and Thunderbolt is really free now. Okay, I think I win using Weavile, Throat Chop. I don't know, like, does Milotic still take me on? I don't think it takes two, but they could sack and then recover it, but they just run. I think that was over anyway, so I'll be right back. Okay, I have the next game right here. My opponent has Centiskorch, so definitely gotta watch out for that. They also have Excadrill. They're actually kind of weak to Noivern, but I need to weaken Rotom into range of Draco for that to be super effective. I'm going to lead off with my... I like Corviknight U-turning to break the Sash into, like, somebody else, but I also just like Toad Lead on its own, so I'm gonna do that. Oh, this is great. They have Court Change, obviously. I think I'm just gonna throw off a Toxic right away. I don't think you go Gengar. Like, you're going from one ground weak to the other, dude. I think you either go Rotom or Hydreigon. Okay, I guess we just go hard Gengar now on potentially Earthquakes. I'm gonna go Corviknight here. I can't afford to risk Energy Ball. They click Shadow Ball, so I could have killed it. I think I live Thunderbolt, though, so I can probably just roost up. That's really annoying, though. Like, I don't know how you would make a play like that. Okay, I think that might have been a roll, but I thought I would live it for sure. This is already an uphill battle, huh? Let's go Weavile and click Throat Chop. At least maybe this will force the damage on that Rotom. That took way too much. What? And I am Scarf, so if you were to Scarf offensive or something, like that's not happening. Cinderace comes in. I could choose to take damage here, but I like the Toad play better. I'm like really surprised you would just risk like going hard Gengar, but... And they bring it back in. I don't think Life Orb Shadow Ball is killing me at all, so I'm gonna Earthquake you. Like, I get the damage is good for Drill and Cinderace, but like Gengar is such a good breaker here for you. I don't know, I'll take it, but... Weird play in my opinion. This is not over though, because that turn 1 play gave the momentum. I gotta kind of outplay now. I'll go to Hatterene. Life Orb Dark Pulse hurts, but I can still Dazzling Gleam here. I don't really see the point in Mystical Firing when, yeah, they could just make that play. Also, like, I'm pretty sure the Drill would be Sash, and I don't even think it would Oko, even if I could click Mystical Fire. So, let's see what they do now. They bring out the Drill. I'll just sack this off, it does nothing. They click Rapid Spin for the speed boost, which is kind of cool. Kind of forces me to go out into my Weavile, actually, and Icicle Crash, I want to say. And then I can try to wrap it up using Noivern, Draco. Would Loka kill this? I think I just Icicle Crash. Flinch it. Nope. Iron Head comes out. I might have lost this now. Man, I'm really annoyed that I just let my, what's it called? Don't flinch. Okay, I'm still in the game. I'm really annoyed that I just let them go hard Gengar, but I guess it's fine. Like, that could have been over turn 1. They bring out Rotom here, so I can just Draco this. I think my Seismitoad eats one from that Cinderace, if I'm being honest. And they go for Scarf Wisp, so I can just U-turn here. I'm pretty sure my Seismitoad has this game for me. I don't think Cinderace can kill. Yeah, I don't think it's doing 30 with even high jump kick. I'm Earthquaking here. I think I eat. Oh, that's not killing. Why? I don't think I'll anyway, but like, come on. I might lose now if they have high jump kick because Heliolisk dies. Although maybe it didn't matter. Like, if I'm not OHKOing, maybe it didn't make a difference, but... Okay, they missed that one, so I guess that kind of makes up for that. So we're in the same scenario that we would be in normally. I should have Scalded there. That might have done more. Do you have... Okay, I don't think they have HJK, because you would want Court Change, right? They miss Pyro Ball anyway, but I think Pyro Ball just with neutral doesn't kill me because I'm not Dry Skin. So, that should be a W anyway. Like, I think with no hacks there, I come out on top, so the hacks balanced out the way I see it. Yeah, it comes this out. They have to, like, crit 2 Hydros in a row. Which, I don't even think they're gonna crit 1, because they're gonna miss. Like, watch it. Okay, they just click Volt Switch, so... That's gonna be GG, and yeah, I'll be right back. Okay, I have the next game right here. My opponent has Hydreigon and Diggersby. Diggersby in particular is actually a big threat if it has Fire Punch for Corviknight, so gotta watch out for that. I am going to lead off with my... Heliolisk's combination looks great here, but I think I want to lead off with my Weavile or my Toad. Toadlead's probably good here. Never mind, Toadlead was not the correct play. I'm going to go ahead and go hard Corviknight initially, probably on a Power Whip. I could just click rocks and sack this and then get in like Heliolisk or somebody, but it's really not worth it. Yeah, they go for Power Whip, which is like okay. I can just go right here for... I actually like the play of U-turning out into my Noivern, but if they lead cheat, that's a bit annoying. I'm gonna Brave Bird into U-turn, I think. The problem is, if they just click the Hazard move immediately, going out into my Hatterene would be perfect. You know what, I'm gonna make that call. I'm gonna predict the Hazard move here and U-turn to Hatterene. Because I don't think I can afford Noivern taking a lead cheat. The only way this is bad is if they're like random heavy slam. As they tried to lead cheat there. So I'm able to get in for free, and obviously I just click Mystical Fire here. Because the worst thing that comes in is like Diggersby, which probably still takes like 25 to 30% anyway. What should be like, okay, they've shown leftovers. I was gonna be like, is it Akaberry Heavy Slam? But they've already shown me they are not. That did a lot. Yeah, Gyro Ball does nothing because of how good, because of how slow this thing is. Let's click this again. I really don't want to take too much damage here, but I could still use it against Hydreigon and Clef later. So out comes the Gengar. I could actually stand here and kill this. I don't really see the point though. I think I just go Corviknight. What if this is a nasty plot? Like, do I just stand here and take the Shadow Ball? How would I deal with Hydreigon at that point? I could check it using these guys, but I think Corviknight's the better play. As they tried to Sludge Wave, yeah, so I'm glad I switched out. And this allows me to just Brave Bird for free. Like, even if Ferrothorn comes back in, it'll just get 2-hit KO'd, and this can't do anything to me with Thunderbolt here. So they go hard Diggersby, so there's no way this doesn't have Wild Charge or Fire Punch based off that play. So I'll bring in Toad. Really, just a U-turn? So I could have gotten slow U-turn there, which would be so good, but that unfortunately did not happen. So they've actually gotten some momentum back, because this Pharaoh comes in. I'm gonna make the Hatterene play despite the fact that Gyro Ball will hurt. Did Gengar take a lot for Mystical Fire, by the way. It's not even a strong attack. Okay, here I'm just gonna get a Brox. I'm gonna make that same play. I don't think they're the correct move. Yeah, I have Draco, dude. Is this guy gonna stay in? Yeah, nobody runs Draco and sub-nasty plot Hydreigon. So out comes Clef. It was super obvious that they would, like, just go out into this instead. I'll go Corviknight here. On the Wish. Oh, okay, that thing just got passed. Could my Brave Bird kill that? No way, no. There's no way no investment Brave Bird does 25 to Ferrothorn. I'll calc it, but, like, I don't think so. Max defense, bold. Yeah, I guess I'll just go for U-turn then. That's really unfortunate. Like, I had this thing dead, and now it's here. Yeah, it's all the way back up at 76. That's really frustrating. I can Mystical Fire, though. And maybe I just kill it here with a good roll. I think I did like 74 last time. That drop is actually really helpful, because I can just Psychic through this now. Who are they going to pass this to? Just click Protect. Okay, I don't really care. Like, eventually they'll have to attack me here, right? Whisper Protect Clef is so passive. Like, I don't think it's a good Pokemon. But sometimes spamming Moonblast is nice if you're facing a team with limited fairy resists, but I guess like Whisper Protect, Moonblast, Flamethrower is also a set, right? Watch this. I'm going to Mystical Fire the Ferrothorn. Okay, they clicked Protect. What's their game plan here? Are you like actually trying to win this 1v1? When's that Spadef drop come? Is it 10%? Okay, maybe I'm being optimistic. Click Swish. Is that all this guy does? Click Wish. He's playing against the odds, like crits and Spadef drops are thing. He gets into Hydreigon, which like doesn't even do anything to me with Flash Cannon, so I can just Dazzling Gleam. It's gonna do like 45. Dude, I'm not scared of you. And you let your Clef get down to 60. You should just attack here. If I were them, I would just go for the Dark Pulse flinch into Flash Cannon, but I guess I could Flash Cannon and then get in like Diggersby. The one thing I'm scared of is like Agility Diggersby with like Return Earthquake Fire Punch. That could win, but I think my Toad is still out of range and my Corviknight might be able to take one. So maybe I'm good here. I don't think Gengar comes in at all. Like it probably dies to Dazzle. Either way, I'm clicking it here, right? It'll put Gengar in range of rocks, worst case scenario. Yep, Flash Cannon 39, even less. So that's great. They're gonna get in the Diggersby here, obviously. That's like the best play. But they're in like a really tough position. They bring in the Conk, which probably kills me with Earthquake, so I'll go Corviknight. Keep that as fodder, why not? Thunder Punch hurt. Life Orb Conkeldurr, what am I battling? What? I'm not gonna throw out my Noivern, I need Noivern here. They're fast Life Orb Conkeldurr, okay. Well, I'm just gonna go out into this and hit Hurricanes, because I'm really good at this game. If I hit Hurricanes, it's 100% over, but I feel like I'm gonna miss and it's gonna be an uphill battle. Hey, I have it on the team for a reason, let's see what it can do. Heliolisk has been coming through, it hit that Focus Blast into Ferrothorn earlier, but let's see if Noivern can do similar things. Their entire team is like weakened down. So like, I have several endgame paths with like Heliolisk. Noivern's the big one though, which is why I need this to hit here. And not take a big hit for no reason. Out comes Pharaoh. I will follow this up with Flamethrower. They might pivot Clef, but it'll die to Hurricane after. Now who comes in? Diggersby? Gengar? Clef. Okay, with Clef on the field... I can't let this take the hit. I gotta go to Hatterene. Yeah, let's second this off and then get in like Heliolisk here. The thing is, they have Protect, so they can just scout what I click, which is a bit frustrating, but I guess it's not that big of a deal. But I think I click Hyper Voice, because honestly, Gengar coming in is the less of two threats, so yeah, let's click that. I think I win with Icicle Crash in the long run. I'm gonna click it again anyway. Like, I really can't allow this to just Moonblast. I genuinely don't care about Gengar coming in. It has limited switch-ins, and, like, I could just pivot to Toad. Yep, there's the Gengar. That's fine. What I can do here is bring in my... Yeah, Hard Weavile is never the play here. I think I go Toad. I could lose to Agility Diggersby then. I'm gonna go Noivern, actually. And try to hit another one. Sludge Wave hurts, for sure. In fact, that could be Choice Scarf. Let's find out if it is. It is. Okay, let's go to Weavile, then an Icicle Crash. This might be an L. Like, I thought I was ahead, but... Yeah, maybe I should have just kept Noivern there. Oh, wait, never mind. They might be throwing here. Because I live one of these. Why did they go hard into it? Flinch or crit? Like, this Clef has done so much defensively this game. It's kind of dumb. Can I just Hex it once? Like... There's a flinch, okay. There's that. I just need to hex this down. And it's been wish protecting so much. I wouldn't even feel bad if it got hexed down. Yeah, there we go. Okay, so now this thing is dead. I think I can win using like Heliolisk now too. The thing is, like, these two really deal with the Heliolisk's dual stabs, so that's a problem. I mean, I went for what I had to, right? I know what I needed here. I'm able to hit, and now they're gonna get in the Gengar. I'm Scarf as well, dude. Get out of here. They disabled me, but now it's over, I think, because of Heliolisk. Well, actually, Mach Punch could sweep through. I didn't think about that. Okay, in that case, I need to keep Toad and just struggle here, I think. I don't think I can go hard Toad. The other option is going hard Heliolisk. But no, I need that even more. Does Heliolisk eat a Life Orb Mach Punch? I'm just going to assume it doesn't. There's no way. I think I struggle. I'm going to really regret this if they're actually... Scarf Diggersby as well, but I don't think they are. Oh, that did so much, and I missed the Toxic. Yeah, that's just over. So I should have lost anyway because I taxed the Clef, but like... Let's see. My hope here is that I crit a Hyper Voice, and then I'm able to win, but... Did they not have Mach Punch? I guess, if they didn't have Mach Punch, I just threw so hard. Did they really not have Mach Punch? Okay, I'll be right back. I don't think that player had Mach Punch, so I probably just threw the game by sucking off my Weavile, but I guess it is what it is. I'm going to go ahead and try to win this one. This will be the last one. Let's lead off with my... Heliolisk looks great, but it depends on how sped up their Gastrodon is. Let's lead this here as they lead off with theirs, so... I'm just gonna go for U-turn. Ideally, I get the slow U-turn, I do. So that's really helpful. Let's see who comes in. Gastro, probably? I guess they could go like Rotom. They actually copy me with Ditto. Okay, I'm gonna bring this in here. They're obviously not gonna stay in, so I'm gonna Hyper Voice. Into Komodo, great. Okay, let's Hyper Voice. Actually, no, they could Drain Punch here. I just wanted damage on this for like Weavile, but it's already in range. Let's go to Toad. On the Clef. I'll get up rocks here. Moonblast is gonna hurt, don't get me wrong, but... Okay, it hurt more than I would have liked. Let's go to Hat. As they try to Thunderbolt into what I think was Corviknight. I'm gonna Mystical Fire here, anticipating the Defogger to come in. That's what I would do. Like, why would you have your Clef take 60 here when you could try to Defog? Should I just Psychic? I could easily 2-hit kill Corviknight though. And I don't even have the best Corviknight pivots here. Like, I could go Heliolisk and try to pressure again, I guess. But then I have to predict, like, U-turn versus Thunderbolt. I'm just gonna Mystical Fire. Yeah, I knew it wouldn't work out, but I guess it's fine. I'm gonna Psychic now. At least this way, if this thing is, Oh, they Calm Mind, okay. Okay, I'm actually fine with this. I don't think they're gonna win this exchange if they try to go for it. Yeah, I'm able to live there, which is kind of funny. Can I get the Spit F drop or crit, please? Like... They've clicked that so many times. Okay, good. Now what I can do is get in my Weavile and just Icicle Crash somebody. I mean, now we get to find out how sped up this Gastro is. I'll take it. Oh, you went Corviknight. Okay, I'm gonna go for odds. That's a... Those never work out. Don't go for odds. Okay. This might be another L. I'm just gonna Hyper Voice again. I don't think they're risking this. They should know they need it for my Weavile. Especially with Clef being so low. They're gonna pivot Rotom here. I can see it. It is super spit off Gastro. Ah, that sucks. Okay, I'm gonna try to get in Toad, but if they click the ground move, I'm dead. I think this is the time to try to go for it, though. Because who else am I getting up rocks on, right? Nobody else I can get up rocks on. I have an okay win con with Weavile. That's the thing. Like, worst case, I'll just spam Icicle Crash and see what happens, but... Ideally, I can get everybody in range before having to do that. This is where rocks would be so helpful. Ooh, good double, dude. They're gonna click Leaf Storm for sure, so I'm gonna go out into my Noivern. Yeah, they can't let rocks go up, they know it. And this actually puts me in a position where I can attack, so let's go for Flamethrower. I burned Corviknight coming in, which is actually really good. This actually could be my opportunity to get rocks up again. Let's do it, yeah. because they could stay in there and pressure stall me, I guess, but doesn't appear as if they wanted to. So they got up there, so they're content with the rocks being up on both of our fields, I guess because my Weavile is such a big problem. That was an interesting play. I think what I'll do here is get you in and Hurricane. Corviknight comes in. I'll spam Flamethrower here. On Roosts. I'm doing 44. But they are getting back up to full. Okay, this next turn I'll U-turn out into my Heliolisk. On the next Roost, and I can't let the Gastrodon recover. I'm hyper voicing. I knew it wouldn't work out. Okay, they went for U-turn though. At least they didn't Roost and just stay in. That's better. They can bring in the Ditto though. Like, had I Icicle Crash there, I probably won, but yeah, at least we still have a game to see. Let's see, Icicle Crash. Rotom comes in. Kind of a tricky Pokemon to play around. I'm gonna attack it. As they Volt Switch, that's great. Ditto now comes in. Hyper Voices of their own. I'm under the impression Weavile just kills this Heliolisk, and I think I'm gonna go for that because Corviknight's really low right now. This could be my opening. But yeah, I'm Adamant too. I feel like there's no way Icicle Crash doesn't kill Heliolisk. Okay, yeah, never mind. I don't even know why I considered it. Okay, I'm in a really commanding position here with Icicle Crash. I just need to hit them. I have Clef in range. Corviknight's gonna be like have to Roost spam on me, which is not good odds. This is dead. Good Gastrodon will get 2-hit KO'd. Like, I'm in such a good spot with Icicle Crash. They sack off the Clef, okay. So they know they want Ditto, which is probably coming back in here, to be honest. But I have Corviknight. Are you going for the... I'm going to stay in once. I got missed last time. They went for U-turn. Ditto comes right back in. I'm going to go out into my own here. And just U-turn. Ooh, they clicked Throat Chop. Is that a roll, though? Can that be a roll, please? No roll, okay. Let's go to Noivern, that'll live it. And I can just Flamethrower. They sack off the Corviknight. I think this game might just come down to Ditto versus Weavile speed tie. That's how it's looking. I mean, they can go to the Ditto here and probably get a kill with the Draco, but now they're taking even more damage. I think I actually sack off my Heliolisk. Although Hyper Voice could break through, but so can Draco and Hurricane, so... Which route do I go? I guess I'll sack this off. Okay, I think I just won. Yikes, man. I said I think I just won before my Draco hit them, so that was a mistake. And they go ahead and DC. I'm just going to assume they're not coming back because my Weavile and Heliolisk both win at this point, so let's go ahead and wrap it up there. I did hope you all enjoyed. You can find this team down below in the description, and yeah, I'll see you guys next time. Later.